everyone, Mrs. Katz here. Welcome to lesson 2 for Tuesday the 5th of May. We really hope you're going to enjoy the science week that we've got planned for you. And I guess you'd like to know what your task is going to be for today. Well, we would like you to use all your knowledge that you learnt yesterday about invertebrates and vertebrates and go either on a walk or explore your garden to investigate how many different invertebrates you can find. Okay, now if you can't quite remember what an invertebrate is, it is an animal that has no backbone and no skeleton. And some examples of these are worms, they could be insects, spiders, landhoppers, centipedes, millipedes, and they're ones that tend to live on land, but there are plenty of invertebrates that also live underwater. So things like crabs and lobsters and sea urchins, they are all animals that either have an exoskeleton, so something that is on the outside, or they have no skeleton at all. Okay, now before I show you what I'd like you to do today, I've got a little fun fact for you, and this was something that I didn't know until I was doing some research. Apparently the largest invertebrate in the world is called a colossal squid and can grow to over 40 feet long. So 40 feet long is incredibly long. Now, if you want to have an understanding of what that would look like, maybe see if you can have a measure at your home and see if you can work out 40 feet, and then you get an idea of how big that colossal squid is. Okay, so once you are ready to go on your walk or to explore your garden, you may wish to create a chart to show what it is that you've actually found. So at the top of mine, I've written animal and tally, and down the side here you can see that I've done a selection of invertebrates that I know that I have seen in my garden over the last week. Now, I have done mine already, but you will not be able to fill yours in until you actually start going outside, because you won't know what you will come across. Okay, so these areas will be blank, but as you are walking around and going on your little invertebrate hunt, you can add in the animals that you are seeing. Okay, now because these creatures are fairly common to our gardens or to our forests or to our woodlands, you can maybe create a tally chart as well to show how many of each of our invertebrates you have discovered. Okay, so once you get home, you can always add them up and you can add your total perhaps along the side. Hi everyone, so hopefully you've been on your invertebrate hunt now and you've discovered the sorts of animals and insects that live in your garden or live in your local woodlands. If you're not sure which of the animals you've seen are in fact invertebrates or vertebrates, then perhaps you could do a little bit of research, but have a close look at the creature and think whether it's got an external harder shell or exoskeleton as it's called, or whether you think in fact it doesn't have a skeleton at all. But if you're not sure, have a little research and put it on your tally just in case, because it'd be interesting to find out, wouldn't it? Okay, so once you've done that, what we'd like you to do, the second part of your task, is to choose one of the invertebrates that you discovered on your hunt and to create a drawing of your creature. And I've done, as you can see, I've done mine rather large because I wanted it to be nice and big on the page. But I've also then included a title, and then I've added round here, round the outside, I've included some labels to show the different parts of my animal, of my snail. So I've got over here, I've got the eyes, I've got the tentacles, the head, the foot, and the hard exterior shell, which is obviously very protective for the snail, over here. Okay, now you might need to do a little bit of research for your animal as to know what the different parts are so you can label them. So you can use the internet, would be a really good idea to use that. National Geographic for Kids is actually a really good website that you can use too. So hopefully that will help, and we're really excited to see which invertebrates you managed to find, whether you found something different to us, and also your beautiful pictures at the end. Okay, now if you want an extra challenge, which I know lots of you probably will do, then you can do the opposite and have a think about vertebrates that might be in your garden, that might be around, and you might want to see which you find more of. Is it invertebrates or vertebrates? And then think about why that might be. Okay, well, we're really excited to see what wonderful learning you do today. Please send it into our email address so we can see it. We're very excited. Good luck, everybody. Happy hunting.